Yes, people, what's happening? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to yet another transfer video. First things first, guys, make sure you smash the likes, subscribe if you're new around here, and as always, leave your thoughts in the comments. And it is deadline day. The window closes for the Club World Cup tonight, Tuesday, 7 p.m. This is the final chance to get any signings in for the group stage of the competition. And in today's video, we're going to be discussing the latest on the developments of Mike Maignan's potential move to Chelsea. And I know we've got a bit more of the day left to try and get this deal done, but it's not looking good. It really is not looking good. Yesterday, there were no real updates. Chelsea were reportedly in Zoom call meetings with Milan. Milan are not budging on their valuation. There was a rogue port from Dimarzio saying we've increased our bid to £18 million. No one else has covered that. And we have had the latest from The Athletic and Carve Solocol at Sky. Let's start with Carve Solocol at Sky, because he has said Chelsea will end their interest in AC Milan goalkeeper Mike Maignan if a deal cannot be agreed by the 7 p.m. deadline. So all those people to me saying, oh, we don't get him now, we'll just get him later in the summer. He's saying end interest. Now, this obviously will be a brief from Chelsea, maybe trying to put some more pressure on AC Milan, but this doesn't sound particularly good. End interest if a deal can't be agreed. The two clubs have been in talks throughout the day. Chelsea also in talks to sign Gittins, yet and may revisit that deal later on. So Chelsea will end interest, guys, if a deal cannot be agreed before the 7 p.m. deadline. Now, we've also had news from The Athletic, and The Athletic have stated that Chelsea have communicated that they will pay a maximum of 15 million euros to AC Milan for Maignan. Chelsea see the sale of Christian Pulisic to Milan a couple of years ago for 20 million euros as part of their reasoning. Pulisic had just 12 months left on his contract, but was signed 6 years younger. Pulisic also plays in a position that commands higher fees. Right, okay, that's great. All well and good. This is a totally different deal. Like, why are we referencing shit from the past? You know, you're talking about not wanting to overpay for players, right? And you're haggling over a few million for Mike Maignan, but Chelsea are happy to pay £30 million for Kiernan Dewsbury-Hall, 20 million for Robert Sanchez, 16 million for Aaron Anselmino, 20 million pounds for Amari Kellyman. The list goes on and on and on. And people are saying, oh, we shouldn't be held to ransom by AC Milan. We shouldn't be paying the money that they want because we'll be overpaying. We've had no problems overpaying for bang average players over the last couple of windows. But this is where the club draw the line on a top 4, top 5 goalkeeper in the world, and you're not prepared to pay an extra £3 or £4 million. It's madness. It is complete and utter madness. And it looks like we're going to fumble this deal. It really looks like we're going to fumble it. And the next one is, obviously, there's still time for a breakthrough before the deadline, but Chelsea are not confident of agreeing a fee for Maignan with AC Milan as things stand right now. I just don't get it, right? Because, and the club will get hammered for this. Whether it's right or wrong, the club will get hammered for not buying Maignan before the Club World Cup. Look, it's right not to just bow to asking prices, right? But we're talking about £2 or £3 million here. £2 or £3 million is a drop in the ocean for Chelsea, given the fees that we've paid the players, given how much money we pay, you know, on transfer fees and signings over the years. £45 million on Joao Felix, you know, and you won't spend an extra £3 million on Maignan. You know, we're not caving to demands. It is a good value good value for money deal. Okay, you're not overpaying for him. You know, and people saying, "Oh, we know if we get near Milan's asking price or we pay the asking price, that means that every club is now going to fleece us in the transfer market." No, it's not going to mean that. It's not going to mean that every club are going to fleece us. You know. Yeah, okay. Maybe we have or haven't increased our bid. Ultimately, Milan have got a valuation; they're not budging from it. If you really want the player, you get even closer, or you meet it. It's very, very simple. You know what I would say is though, is that if we walk away from this deal like Craig David, if we just leave it and we don't agree anything, Petrovic probably be in goal. There's no guarantees that we keep him. They could easily look to cash in on him. I don't know if we're going to be looking at any other goalkeepers or not. That's a separate conversation. But if we walk away, right, I'll be fuming for several reasons. The first reason is you've bottled a transfer over 2 or 3 million for a top-class goalkeeper. Secondly, do not get hopes up of fans and then under-deliver. You know, don't get all this information out there. We approached Maignan, we want Maignan, Maresca's approved the signing, he thinks he's perfect for the system. Don't get all that stuff out there and make it look like we're going to sign him, and then you under-deliver and you can't deliver on what you've said you're going to deliver. You know, again, anything under £30 million for Mike Maignan is an absolute bargain, yet we're seemingly incapable of doing it. We're not letting clubs walk all over us. That is not the case here. If this was a bang average squad player, I'd hear it. But this is a genuine top-class goalkeeper who's going to make a huge difference. You know, I honestly don't understand why, you know, why we're doing this. You know, not every deal is the same. There's certain deals that, you know, you should absolutely stand your ground on, right? And be strong on and stick to your stances. There's others that are of great value, and it's just smarter to just fucking get the deal done. I'll tell you what, right now, okay? If Chelsea signed Mike Maignan for £25 million, it's a no-brainer, right? It's a cheap deal for a key position that we need to upgrade on. If we pay £25 million to Maignan, not one single person is saying, shit, Chelsea got absolutely rinsed. Chelsea got taken to the cleaners on that Maignan deal. No one's going to say that because it's not a ridiculous price. It's a great deal. So why are we so bothered about paying an extra £2 or £3 million in a position that we need to upgrade? I just don't understand it. I do not understand it. It's so clear that we're not prepared to increase our bid, and it's so clear that Milan are not going to drop their valuation. So what are we playing at here? What are we playing at here? You know, or we're going to have a repeat of the Osimhen situation. We're just going to wait and wait and wait and then just hope they're going to drop their demands at the last minute. They're not going to drop their demands. It is very obvious they're not going to drop their demands. I just despair with this club sometimes. Obviously, things can change throughout the day, but with the latest situation as it is right now, it's not looking good. It isn't looking good. It looks like, as things stand, this deal is not going to happen. And it's just so stupid for the sake of a few million quid to not get a deal done because you don't think it's value for money. Newsflash, it is value for money. Make no mistake about it. It is absolutely value for money. But hey, what do I know? You know, you get people doing up prop for the sporting director. So it's great that we held our ground. It's great that we were strong. We didn't let Milan walk all over us. No one's saying, as I said earlier, no one is saying, oh my God, Chelsea got absolutely rinsed on that deal by paying over 20 million for Maignan. No one's saying that. But it is what it is. Let's wait and see what the rest of the day's got in store for us. But as things stand, guys, it looks like Mike Maignan to Chelsea is not going to happen. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comments, guys. Smash the like, subscribe if you're new around here, all of that good stuff. And I'll catch you again in another one soon. Up the Chelsea, and we're out. Love.